Oh my god, you guys, Tammy from 1,000 Pound Sisters has tested positive for corona. I cannot freaking believe this. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but if anyone we know from any reality TV show at all is considered high risk, it's definitely freaking Tammy. So, oh my god, you guys, we have so much to talk about. 1,000 Pound Sisters was on a day or so ago, and it was a freaking great episode. I love this show. So much stuff went down. At the end of the episode, we got to see Jerry and Tammy come together. Yes, I know Jerry did leave, but believe it or not, the guy got back in his car, drove another 8 hours, and went back to go see Tammy. And the weird thing is, the mysterious thing is, shortly after, I think it was like a couple days after Jerry left, guess who all of a sudden tested positive? Yes, it is Tammy. And I know you're probably wondering, how on earth could she possibly pull through? And nothing against Tammy, but it's like, come on, this is her. I mean, this is the one thing she should probably not, really try her best to avoid. And honestly, and I'm not judging her at all, but it's like, you know what, Tammy, you probably don't want to get this, and I am not saying she should or shouldn't be around a lot of people, but her hanging out with Jerry, I get it, she's lonely, I totally understand it, but it's still like, probably not the best idea to be hanging out with someone like Jerry when we don't know what Jerry does for a living, we don't know where he's going, we don't know what he's doing, he could be out and about, and it's just like, you probably maybe want to, kind of steer clear of stuff like that until, I don't know, you get the vaccine or something. So anyway, this was filmed in, I believe, around November, because on the same episode, we got to see Amy have her baby. And I believe around like March 10th, I believe Amy said that then he'll be 4 months old. So if we go back, which see if I even can do this, we go back March to February to January, okay, we go back to around November, being 4 months previously. So I believe this was around November, because after Amy had the baby, a few days later, Tammy tested positive. So very scary stuff. And if you're wondering, well, what happened to Tammy? She is barely on, she's not on Instagram. However, she is on TikTok, and she isn't posting TikToks. Right there, you can see it for yourself, with a thing. She has a breathing tube now. I mean, it is freaking scary. And if you scroll all the way down a ways, you can see on her TikTok, she was posting selfies and TikToks in the hospital. She was there for Thanksgiving, but she said this entire time, I'm in the hospital, but I'm doing a lot better. We saw on the show, she actually had to go to the hospital. She was having trouble breathing, and it's like I said, you can love her, you can hate her, you can think whatever you want to think, but it's like, she is really someone that should have avoided at all costs getting this. So very scary stuff. I feel bad for her, and it's weird because, like, even though she went to the hospital, and thank God she pulled through, I don't know how, but even still, it's like she still has breathing tubes, so I can only imagine that her breathing has not, improved back to 100% where it was, before she got this. So, oh, super scary, can't believe it. But like I said, we gotta see the episode, and before all that happened, because that happened at the end of the episode, and I can only imagine that we'll probably get to see next week and the week after, we'll see Tammy, we'll probably see her in the hospital, and we'll see, thank God, that she is okay, hopefully. But before all that went down, we got to actually see Amy have her baby. And let me tell you guys something, I don't think I have ever been so happy to see someone have a kid in my entire life. Amy, I mean, Michael, whatever. I have heard Michael say about 2 words, so I have no opinion on him. But Amy, oh my God, she has said it every second. She said that she's wanted to have a baby. She wants to have a baby so bad, and she couldn't. She was too overweight. She could not have a baby. Then she got this procedure. We all know she was supposed to wait like 2 years. I think it was like literally, it was like 2 years until she could have a kid. And next thing you know, 3-4 months later, she's pregnant. So that was, it was cool for them, but also scary because she had this huge procedure before with a weight loss procedure. And now there was a possibility she might have to get a C-section, another, procedure, and it's scary. So it was 2 big procedures in like a year. And she ended up finding out in the episode that she did have to get a C-section, which that's super scary for her. But thank God, all of a sudden they went to the hospital, they had it, and everything was pretty much fine. However, the baby, Gage is his name. He, real small little thing. I mean, it's a little thing. I'm laughing because their dog's name was what, Little Bit, and it's like, it's a little thing. Anyway, sorry, I'm an idiot. But anyway, little cute little baby. And I hate to say it, but he looks a heck of a lot like Michael, his dad, and he's a cute little baby. But the thing I thought for me was Amy was freaking, just couldn't believe it. She was so close to him. She was like attached to him. She would not let him go. She was so happy. I don't want to say there's some people that aren't happy to have kids, but let me tell you something. Amy, she just would do anything for this baby. I wish them the best. Now, the sad and scary thing is, though, once they had the baby, Gage's blood sugar, not blood pressure, blood sugar, like, you know, blood sugar was low, which that's kind of odd. I don't know the slightest thing about birth and whatnot. I don't know anything about babies, but that seems like really weird. I don't know how that, and Amy was rattling off, well, this, that, I don't know what the reasoning was. I don't even know if it was even real. What she was rattling something off about why his blood sugar was low. I have no idea if that was true, but that kind of seemed just weird and scary, kind of, honestly. So that was weird. But besides that, you know, they ended up doing some stuff with the baby. His blood sugar got back to normal, I believe, and he was good to go, and we got to see the baby, and he is freaking cute and very adorable, and I'm just happy for Amy, and hey, I'm even happy for Michael. And then after she had the baby, we got to see her FaceTime Tammy because all this craziness, pandemic stuff, and thank God, I mean, literally, thank the God above that Tammy did not go to the hospital and meet the baby, or even for that matter, go, you know, next door and meet, you know, the baby. Because what happened was, after she had the baby, because his blood sugar was low and because all the stay-at-home pandemic stuff, the doctor was like, you really should quarantine for a couple weeks, stay home, don't go around anyone. The last thing you want to get this baby to all of a sudden get something, you know, of anything, really, of any sort. So, you know, it's like, thank God they told Tammy that, and thank God she listened, because she tested positive for corona. So, I mean, I can only imagine what would have happened if she had it, because I think at that point she probably was early symptoms, maybe, and I'm really wondering about Jerry. I mean, I am just so freaking curious. Was it Jerry? Because we can all say she doesn't have a job, she doesn't leave her house, she doesn't do anything, and the only person she was around was Jerry. So there's a possibility she got it from somewhere else, maybe her brother Chris, but we didn't hear that Chris had it, so I would really bet some, you know, some hard cold cash that it came from Jerry, but I could be wrong, just kind of weird. But anyway, so after they had the baby, they couldn't be around anyone. Thank God Tammy didn't go near the baby because she had, you know, corona, thank God. But because she could not go around them, she ended up FaceTiming them. And when she FaceTimed, I will say, Amy did not just FaceTime Tammy, she FaceTimed Jerry too. And we heard Jerry say, you know, about 1,000 words. He was talking up a storm compared to how he usually, when we first saw him, he was freaking quiet and shy and wasn't saying much. But now he's talking a little bit more, and he was so, I mean, this guy was excited. He was, you know, happy and smiling, and he was saying the baby looks like Michael, and he was joking around. And we look over at Tammy, and she had just, you know, barely any little smudge of anything, and I hate to go there, but I'd like to kind of say I think she's a hair bit jealous. And she kept saying, I could never see Amy having a baby. I can't believe she has a baby. I'm like, what are you talking about? The only thing Amy ever talks about is how since she's been like 4 or 5 years old, she's wanted a baby. So I don't know what Tammy was talking about. If I had to guess, I'd probably say, ooh, she's probably a hair bit jealous. You know, some jealousy. Jealousy is real, because we all know Tammy cannot have a baby. That is not going to be happening anytime soon, and I'm sure she would like to. And I'm sure Jerry'd probably like to too. He already has 6 of them. So anyway, long story short, when they FaceTimed, it looked like she was jealous. That's all. I honestly kind of felt bad for Amy. I feel like Amy wanted someone to be there for her and be all happy, and Jerry sure was. But Amy doesn't even know Jerry. But, you know, Tammy, I think she was jealous. She was kind of sad. Then a couple days later, when Amy and Michael and the new baby, Gage, went home, you know, Amy called Tammy, and Tammy goes, I'm not feeling good. And that's when she ended up going to the hospital and testing positive. So it's a really kind of bizarre, scary, sad episode. I don't know how it's going to play out, but it does sound like Tammy is going to have to go to the hospital for at least a couple of weeks. And if you're wondering, is that all we got to see? No. We got to see some more stuff. Now, number one, we got to see Chris. Chris is their brother, and he is trying to work out because they are very close to the weigh-in where, you know, him and Tammy, I hate to even throw Tammy's name in this mix, but where him and Tammy can go and see if they've lost enough weight to get this weight loss procedure. We all know there is seriously, like, not even a 0.5% of a chance that Tammy can get a procedure, because you have to lose a certain amount of weight, and she's been doing the opposite. She's been gaining weight. She's been eating like crazy. She has not been dieting. She has not even, you know what her problem is? She doesn't even walk. She will not even walk around, and I feel like since she last went to the doctor, her ability to walk has gotten so much worse. She can barely move. I mean, she can barely even move just a couple feet without being totally out of breath. But whereas Chris, he's trying to move. I don't know if I'd go as far to say he's, you know, doing strenuous exercises, but he's doing stuff like this, and he's kind of, I don't know what good it does, but he is moving. He's doing movement. He's doing wall sits. Now, I said it before, I'll say it again. I could get these people in shape within just days and days and days. And I'm not going to say exactly where, but I live relatively close to these people, I believe, and I would just love nothing more. Not like I'm some health professional, but I am a diabetic. My blood sugar, knock on wood, it isn't always, but it typically is pretty good. And I know for a fact that they have high blood sugar, and we all know they're totally out of shape. And I can confidently guarantee you guys, I get their diet and get their exercises back in normal within, if they would want to. That's the problem. I think Chris wants to. Chris is motivated by his family. Tammy, she has nothing motivating her. Amy thinks that the baby's going to motivate her to work out. It probably, honestly, you guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I think it's the opposite. I think that baby might make Tammy eat even more because now she's jealous and she's mad and she wants that of her own, and that's her way to cope, and when she's sad, she eats more. If anything, she could use my help with fitness and food, but I'm telling you guys, she really needs some psychological, mental help because her eating stuff, you know, it's just a mess, and I think a lot of it goes back to her mom being just really rude, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, we got to see Chris. They're working out. He is working out. They have a doctor appointment coming up, and I think more than likely he'll probably get the weight loss procedure. At least, hey, a man can hope. I wish him well, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. I am trying to get these people to come on my channel, and if not, better still, I would literally go to them because, like I said, I'm not too terribly far. I'm not real close, but I'm not real far from them either, and I would totally go to them. We could do some workouts. We could make some food. It would be a freaking blast. So if you know, let me say this again, if you know them, if you know Tammy, Amy, Michael, Chris, or even, hey, even Jerry, please do me a favor and reach out to them. I don't know them. I have reached out to Amy on her Instagram, but her Instagram is on lock. It is like impossible you can't even comment, barely. And so it's like, and she has a bunch of followers, and Tammy, I can't communicate with her. She has no Instagram. She's on TikTok, but you can't do messaging on TikTok. I've added them all on Facebook. I don't know what to do. So if you have any advice, or if you know them, please, please, please reach out to them. This would be so much fun. It would be a win-win. It would just be fun content. Not only that, not only would it be fun for us to go and try to work out, but they'd be getting in shape and I would help them. So it would just be really fun. I would love to try to do something with them. And if you know them, please, for me as a fellow follower, subscriber, please reach out to them on my behalf. It would mean the absolute world to me. Probably a long shot that anyone watching this video actually knows any of them, but hey, you never know in this day and age. So anyway, you guys, 1,000 Pound Sisters, very good episode. I'm curious to see what's going to happen when they go to the doctor. Not with Tammy at all. I'm done with Tammy. I'm talking about with Chris, because Chris was very, 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 very close. So we're going to have to see how that goes for him. I am wishing him luck. But 1,000 Pound Sisters, you guys, oh my god, what a great show. If you enjoyed this video, please scroll down, hit that like button, hit the comments below, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.